Hi. Carson had some stuff they wanted to talk about today. They finally feel comfortable enough doing that. If you're new here, I'm Iona Wayland. I'm a dark fantasy author, crystal ball reader, and sometimes I talk to ghosts like this haunted doll here. I always do my best to respect wishes and boundaries and things like that. And boundaries is actually going to be one of the things we talk about today. So Carson usually has a hard time during the holidays, and this year was no exception. Carson let me know that I could bring this up, but they didn't super listen to boundaries. Not from our family, but from their family of origin. They have family and they've been able to kind of make their presence known to their family of origin. There was a lot of bad decisions and mistakes that Carson made. Even before death, they didn't have a lot of contact, if any, with their biological family. Their biological family members have changed quite a bit, and there's been a lot of family growth that they wanted to be a part of. And at first they were like, oh, I'll be a part of this, if you'll have me. But then it kind of started to be known of like, hey, I don't really want you doing that. I don't really want you visiting me. I don't really want you helping, because they were like, I'm trying to help. And because of that breaching of boundaries and trust, their biological family not want to like contact them in that current moment, and maybe not ever. And that's the part that's really tough to navigate. It's really weird seeing someone, like, I'm not trying to roast Carson or anything, but it's really tough seeing someone make that mistake because Carson kind of didn't listen, kept visiting anyway. They came to realize later that they were doing something that was making them feel more secure and more grounded, but they weren't thinking about the family members. They needed to take space, respect those boundaries, and it all came to a head during the holidays for sure. It's no longer no contact, now it's low contact. And so Carson has been able to like follow those boundaries of what others have set up that are healthy. Like, it's not like again, not trying to pick on Carson, but it's not like it's an unhealthy boundary. Their need for that space totally makes sense, and they were being a little overbearing. And so I've just been trying to, personally, I've been trying to support them in understanding, not to push boundaries just because it makes them feel better. And they've also totally learned quite a bit about when it comes to respecting others. And so they have been able to visit recently, and I think there's just a lot of shame in that mistake and that pressuring of other people to spend time with them, that they just didn't want me to talk about it with you. But now they are okay with that. And I think it's probably because you're on the other side of that, rupture in the relationship, and then the repairing of the relationship is underway. So that's the update for Carson, and that's part of the reason why they weren't very talkative for a little bit too. It's hard to notice when you're the one messing up, and so kudos to you, and also thank you for listening.